Good morning, students. Hopefully, you are fine, enjoying the corona period. But we have to continue our studies, and that is chemistry lesson 2. What I have already told you, the first chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. The second chapter is materials, metals, and non-metals. In part 1, I am going to explain why we are going to study metals and non-metals, which is very important. If you observe in our daily life, that is from very small to very large. If you observe the atmosphere, there is a presence of metals. If you observe the land, there is a presence of metals as well as non-metals. If you observe in your home, a large number of materials are present over there, and these materials are made up of these metals or non-metals. So, this chapter is very important to study metals and non-metals. First of all, we have to classify metals and non-metals as. Now see, first, materials. Everything you observe is made up of material. Have you ever thought from which these materials are made up of? So, these materials, according to Dalton, it is made up of atoms. These atoms are the building block of the materials, and that is very important. So, these are the atoms, and very important. In these days, we have the data about atoms. Almost 119 atoms are known till date. So, these atoms are joining in a different way to give rise into materials. How these atoms combines, it gives rise to elements, compounds, mixtures, and further elements are classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids. Why they are classified, I will tell you in the second part, right? So, if you go to the element, elements are those species which cannot be broken down by simple physical methods. It consists of same or identical or similar type of atoms. If you have a sample, and in that sample only one type of atoms are present. Suppose that here in a first sample only atoms which is supposed that marked as 1. So, only 1. All atoms which is present in this sample contains atom number 1. In this sample, all atoms are 2. In this sample, all atoms are 3. And in this sample, all atoms are 4. Means what you study, what you know? If a sample consists of similar type of atoms, they are supposed to be an element, and if it is an element, it will consist of similar type of atoms. Always similar type of atoms means if we have given an element, we assume that it consists same type of atoms, and if a sample consists of same type of atoms, we call them element, right? Second, compounds. When two or more than two elements are joined together in a fixed proportion, either by mass or volume, having new properties from its constituents, it cannot be broken down by simple physical processes. So, if you see the example here, and that is a sample which is 1 light blue in color, it consists of two atoms 1, 2. So they are combined together in a fixed proportion. That's why it is known as compounds, either by mass or by volume. Means they are chemically combined, but they do not retain their property. They do not retain their property. For example, I'll tell you a compound which is water, right? A compound which is water consists of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is a highly inflammable gas while oxygen is a supporter of combustion. But when they join chemically, it becomes water, and in water they do not have their own property, and that is oxygen neither supports and hydrogen is nor inflammable, but overall property it extinguishes the fire. Hence, if they are chemically combined, they lose their property. Hence, it is known as compound, and compounds are further classified into organic compounds and inorganic compounds, what you people will study in higher classes. So, third, mixtures. When two or more than two elements or compounds are joined together in any proportion, either by mass or volume, its constituents can retain their properties. It can be separated by simple physical methods. We call them mixtures. If you see the sample here, this consists of two different atoms, 1, 2, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as 1, 2, 3. So, it consists of atoms as well as it consists of compounds, means which is also made up of atoms but at a different property. So, either elements are mixed or compounds are mixed, or compounds are mixed, but in any proportion. This is called mixtures. And mixtures are further classified into homogeneous mixture as well as heterogeneous mixtures. So, if you observe the sample carefully, you know the properties of mixtures, right? Thank you. In the next video, I will tell you about the properties of metals, why they are metals and non-metals, etc. Thank you for watching.